that she has pushed
Mm-hmm.
with Joe Biden for the past 3.5 years. We are struggling. We can't even make ends meet. You talked about retirement earlier. I have to work till I'm 70 years old in order to get my full retirement. So, no, Black America is not supporting Kamala Harris.
Hey, Kharisma here. Well, welcome back to Kharisma Daily. As you know, wherever you go, whether it's online, you turn on the TV, the main topic is about the debate, well, not the debate, but the actual elections that's coming up in the United States. Every time you turn on, there's either Kamala or something about Joe Biden or something about Trump, or the latest that that the attempted assassination of Trump, and then Biden, who was forcefully said that he wasn't going he was going to run again. He wasn't going to give it up. He came out and said that he's not going to run. And now Kamala has been in the news, and she is going to be the one up to run against Trump. Now, a lot of other individuals like the Joy Reid of MSNBC and other Black women influencers in the mainstream media has been, well, in a way, insulting, I think, because to me it's an insult. If you go on national TV and you tell people, Black people, that if you don't vote for Kamala, then you're not Black. But I wanted to feature two women who were interviewed on Fox News, and they used to be liberal, and they're vehemently not going to be voting for Kamala and will be voting for Trump. But it's very interesting what they had to say. So take a listen to what they had to say.
Democrats who, within the last few years, have left their old party and are now voting for Trump. Lattina Brown and Madeline Brame. Madeline, good to see you. We'll start with you. She's been vice president for almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Obama was president for 8 years as a Black man. So is playing the race card here really a smart strategy?
Thank you so much, Laura, for having me once again on your show. It is absolutely the most silliest thing that they could possibly do, because most African Americans know that the illegals' benefit card is worth more than our worthless Black card. So why would we care about who Kamala Harris is, about her race or her gender? We care about the policies that she has pushed with Joe Biden for the past 3.5 years. We are struggling. We can't even make ends meet. You talked about retirement earlier. I have to work till I'm 70 years old in order to get my full retirement. So, no, Black America is not supporting Kamala Harris. All right. Her color has nothing to do with the failed policies that she has championed and stood on for 3.5 years.
Now, people have called Kamala the DEI candidate, but Democrats, they don't like that.
Whenever you hear DEI, I want you to think about the N-word. I want you to think about racial slurs. That's what they actually mean.
Wow.
Lattina, when you hear DEI, think of the N-word? That's where they are? That's it?
They're reaching.
Well, Laura, thank you for having me on. I just want to say this. The Democrats are full of crap. And I think that they know that the American people can see through the crap that they're pushing and circulating out there to the Black community. If anything, the Democrats, they're the ones who are sowing division in the community, in this country. They're not about uniting everyone together. They're about themselves. They're about power. They're about division. They have their own agenda in place. And this thing has been in the works for years. Yeah. It's just that now it's coming to light and people are starting to wake up. They're opening up their eyes. And I'm going to tell you something. The Black community, we will not support her. They can try to race bait us. They can try to push the gender agenda. in our
And
community.
speaking of that, Latina, speaking of that, I got to place, because they're starting this pressure campaign for any black person or minority who is not considering voting for Kamala.
It's true. Actually, let me just play this part.
You're going to look real crazy being on the other side of that line, particularly as a person of color. But really as anyone who claims to have any connection to the culture. You're going to look real weird and real lonely on that side.
All right, one line from each of you. Madeline, you're going to look really weird, Madeline,
Well,
if you don't support her.
You know, I'm not paying her no mind. You know, I'm not supporting Kamala Harris because I don't believe in the continued genocide of black babies in the womb through abortion, where she's pushing tooth and nail, even to the third trimester. You know, I don't believe in that, and I don't support that, and I don't believe that most of the, especially black women in the black community, support that.
Latina, you're weird if you don't support Kamala Harris. You're weird.
Well, you know, I think, you know, that's a weird statement coming from, you know, Miss Reed. I don't think she's all there mentally. God help us all.
Let's be nice.
No
She's very
disrespect.
nice. She's very nice to me in the elevator. We sometimes ride the elevator together, and she's actually a very. I said we should do something for charity, like go on the road and do some show for charity, and she said she would. So, I mean, I'm going to hold her to that. But I don't know. It just seems like a weak argument. I mean, if Kamala Harris is a smart woman who has a record to run on, then run on the record.
Yes.
Just run on it.
She doesn't have a
me.
record.
But what
right,
record does she have?
Exactly.
Well, that's a good point. Latina, Madeline, great to see both of you. Thanks.
And there you have it. She doesn't have a record. She's all for open borders, letting illegal immigrants come into the country. And while other people are suffering. Now, are you in your right mind going to vote for a woman that believes in open border and that believes that anyone that crosses that border will be given education, will be given money, will be given all kinds of medical care, all those things while you are suffering? That is the question. And the other thing that we see lots of online, a lot of women, oh, she's a woman and she's a black woman. What does that have to do with anything? And most of the time that these people are women who are saying, I'm with her, meaning Kamala, they don't know who a woman is. What is a woman? Most of them cannot answer the simple, basic question, what is a woman? And that's all I'm going to say about